introduce yourself, man. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. My name's Katrina.
Katrina,
my Instagram and my Snapchat is CatBabeXO.
Oh, CatBabeXO. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect. So, hey, we about to have a conversation here, man. I appreciate you coming out. So let's talk about it. Which one do you want to tackle first? I was asking the guys in the chat, right? Actually, no, let's start with the dick pic one. Let's start with that because we were just talking about this in the chat, and apparently the women in the chat, they've been receiving some awful shit from a lot of guys out here. And I'm actually in Primal. I'm ignorant to it. Like, I knew guys were sending dick pics and shit to girls. I didn't know it was to this fucking level. So we had a lady who was just on here. No, she wasn't on here, but she chatted us that she got to do a video of a guy jacking off. Right, he just sent it to her, and she asked him why he sent that to her because she called him up, and he said he thought she would like it.
Video. I let so much shit go. I don't hold anything in me. Like, you could say so many stupid things and I let that shit go. But please do not send me dick pics. Don't send me some weird shit in my DMs. Don't tell me you're gonna bend me over. Don't talk about how petite I am and how you're gonna do something to me. That's just fucking nasty, bro. I will put you on. I will fucking post you and I'll promote your ass. I'm gonna make you faint. Make your dreams come true. More, because I know there's gonna be someone that's like, you're so uptight, oh my god. I get hit on. I don't have a problem being hit on. In fact, I get it. Like, it takes balls as a man to come up to a female and be like, hey, you're pretty, blah blah blah. I respect it 100%. I will never put down a man that tries to hit on me in that manner. That's respectful and kind. It doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna get attacked. But I've gotten dick pics. I've even gotten a video that I've recorded, like I screen recorded it, of some dude that sent me a video of him literally, you know, with a girl, and I just had the time, honestly. I had the time on me to be creative, and yeah, that's all it came down to. I'm a digital. I know, like, I look like a do-nothing bitch, but, like, I actually do some shit. Said so much shit last night. The dude from last night that inappropriately DM'd me actually apologized to me, and to me it's dope because it's a rarity to, like, have that kind of situation and come to conflict resolution that where it was, like, disrespectful at first and then it became respectful, and we talked about boundaries and, like, all this crazy shit. It was fucking dope. So cool cat apologized, we're good. It was just really nice. I don't think, like, there's a lot of people that don't fucking apologize, so I appreciate it. It's a good Monday.
Like, the last thing I want to do, like, okay, first thing in the morning, the last thing I want is a video of your dick, and especially if it's ugly, like, you have a small dick or it's ugly or something. The last thing I want, the first thing that I open my eyes to, I don't want to see your ugly ass dick. I'm sorry.
How many of those do you typically get? Like when you're on dating apps?
At least once a day. First thing in the morning, I at least see one dick a day. At least one.
We should make a calendar.
Wait, time out. Oh Lord, wait a minute. A dick a day. Oh Lord, bro.
At least
a dick a day.
Wait.
That's minimum. At least once a day.
One for every day of the week, baby. Right there. You get a different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, well, all right. So what is the circumstance where it's warranted?
If I ask you for it, if we're sexting and I'm like, hey, send some pics.
Only
but if I don't ask you for it and you just send it to me and it's like a little thing and it's all floppy and you're just like, ew, like, that's the last thing I want to see. Like,
yo, dude. Dude,
maybe
you know,
I
used to get those, right?
Like, you know, you really got.
You used to get dick pics?
You know?
No.
Maybe if it's impressive or something like that, but when you're just like showing me a little like sloppy
pics.
little, no.
Wait.
Hold on. Wait. All right. Have you been in a relationship, right? And
yes.
you get dick pics, and then it's an issue with your dude because he thinks that like you know the dude that sent it, but you don't know the dude. The dude just sent you a random dick pic, and he's like, why is this guy sending you dick pics? What's going on with you and this guy? You're like, I don't know this guy. And he's like, you got to know this guy because he's sending you dick pics.
Well, first of all, my man would not be like looking over my phone like that. But if he was, if he was.
I got the passcode, but go ahead. All right, never mind.
But if he was, like, you just got to be understanding when it comes to like females and males and how men are. And like, if you're a girl that has OnlyFans or that does like sex work or just even posting like a sexy photo, you're gonna have those random creeps. Like, I just add people on my Snapchat. I don't know who I'm adding, but I accept everyone, you know? So you're gonna have random creeps that just take it upon themselves to just send that. And your man just has to be accepting of it. And if it's up to the girl to either block him, like defriend him, or like, you know, just that's up to your guys' relationship. But the man should understand, like, okay, she doesn't know him. There's no previous chats. Like, this guy's just a creep. Like, guys are just fucking horn dogs.
My ex-wife didn't believe me. She never believed me. I used to get pussy pics all the time, and I'd be like, I don't even know who this. I have no idea who this chick is.
That's wild.
Be like, there's no way that this girl sent you naked pictures and you don't know her. I'm like, yes, way, because I don't know this bitch.
And being on the other line, like, if I have to promote myself in a certain way, I'll go through my chat. And I don't care who you are or where you are. If you have a man, I'm just clicking in. I'm sending to everyone. It could be like a thirst trap or something to promote myself, but I'll just go through it. And I'm just selecting, like,
shit! So you be sending it too.
So wait. So when you break down for the guys in the chat. So what do you mean by, like? So is it for your online content and whatnot that you make?
Yeah, or like even when I was in Toronto, if I was like promoting a club or something, I would go to all my Snapchat like the day before and be like, "Hey, come out to the club." I'm sending it to everyone. I'm not seeing who the name is, you know, I'm just sending it to everyone. And then people will message me and be like, but I'm not even there. Stop sending me this. And I'm like, listen, I send it once a week. I send it out to every single person. Like, I'm not looking at who I'm sending it to. So just put up with it.
Oh shit.
That's wild. So okay. So
numbers game.
Like, so all right. So the dick a day comes. I want to get back to this dick topic real quick. But I really want to understand, bro, because I didn't know, like, so why is it that guys, you think they would just think, okay, well, I think this is the right time for me to just send her a picture of my dick. Like, what's going on there? Your thoughts? Is it because they're looking at your photos and saying, okay, maybe she'd be down for it. Let me just send it to her. Or I want to understand. I don't get it.
Like, is he jacking off watching porn, takes a video of himself, and then just sends it to every girl? I don't know what's going on in these guys' heads. I don't know. But if I don't ask you for it, like, or if I didn't entice you to send me a picture, like, okay, I get it. If I sent a thirst trap out and then you send a picture, okay, I'll understand that. But if it's just randomly, you just send me, and if you're sending it to me constantly, I'm just gonna end up blocking you. And it's not cute.
Yeah.
Not cute. So, I don't want to see your ugly ass dick first thing in the morning.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this: if the dick was impressive.
If a dick was impressive, yeah, but they never are. The ones are never impressive.
Oh my god!
Ever. They're not nice.
Wow.
I think what she's trying to say is that the guys with impressive packages don't need to send them to random people. They already got their fan base.
There you go.
Like, I've seen enough dicks in my life. Like, I don't want to see your ugly ass, floppy ass dick first thing in the morning. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh my god, dude. I listen. I knew it happened, but I didn't know it happened to this.
Sometimes it works, bro. Sometimes it works.
Wow. So
never worked for me.
Walk us through, what is dating like for you? Like, how does that work for you? Like, what do you first of all, the dating market nowadays, you know, how everyone's having issues, but how is it like for you securing a guy and, you know, going through life and doing all this other stuff? Like, how is that working out for you 2021?
I'm not dating, really. I don't know. My type of relationship, like, I would prefer an open relationship, because in this day and age, let's just cut to it. Like, we're gonna cheat. Everyone gets cheated on. Everyone cheats, you know. So I rather have a relationship that is open and honest, and being like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go see this guy. Okay, cool. Like, hey, I'm gonna go out with this girl tonight. You guys both come back home to each other. You tell your experience, as long as it's safe and like consensual, and like, but that comes with like the the trust and bond in your own relationship,
Mm.
which a lot of people can't handle. People get jealous or overprotective and can't handle that openness. Like for me, it's like my man is on top, but I understand temptation and I understand sex and desire. And it's like, you're not my man. Like, I don't want you in that way, but you could just be fun in the moment. You could just like have like, you know?
Right.
So that's why I just think an open relationship in this day and age and being able to just be like open and honest with your partner is the best type of relationship to have right now.
Now that's interesting that you say that, because you really, if you think about it, because I got to ask you a follow up with that too as well. So, because the example you gave was if it was from a female perspective. So if a guy, so let's say this, all right, if your guy would go out that you're dating at the same time and he's going out, you know, dealing with all these other women and whatnot, and you're okay with him like just talking to you and telling you about that, because I would say most women would be jealous about that. When we hear about open relationships coming from women, it's usually one sided.
No, I'm good, because like sometimes like if I'm not in the mood to fuck, I'm not in the mood to fuck. So if my man goes out and gets pussy from someone else, like, okay, cool. Like, I hope you had a great time. Like, I'm
You're not gonna feel a type of way, nothing. It's just,
no.
wow, okay.
I know that that's my man, and I know that we have pillow talk and we have a deeper connection. And he just went to get his nut out, and then he's coming back home to me. Like,
Can you
I'm
explain
cool with that.
explain to the ladies in the chat what that means, like separating what a guy does in terms of just having sex with a woman and how he treats a
Like,
woman that he really wants.
It's just like when like sometimes you just want to fuck. You don't see them long term. You're just like, damn, he or she is hot. They'll be fun and bad for a night, maybe 2 nights, whatever, but I don't see a future with them. You're not the person I laugh with and cry with and tell my deep secrets to, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'll go out to the club. Okay, maybe I have a man. Let's say I'm in a relationship. I have a man. I love my man, whatever, but I go to the club and I see a sexy guy. But he's like, he's not my man. Like, he's not the one I want to be with forever. But shit, we could have a fun time in bed, you know?
Yeah.
And I understand that in a guy's shoes as well. Like, a guy can go out and go see a pretty girl, and I know that that girl is not me. That girl is not going to do the shit that like I would do. But if he wants to fuck and just like, you know, play it cool with her, whatever, like, I'm cool with that. Like, go have your fun. As long as you guys stay safe, don't come bring him back home like nothing to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As long as y'all stay safe, like, go get your nut out, go get your shit, you know? I'm cool with that. I'm totally good with that.
No, that's interesting. Okay, so in terms, because when you hear about like openness and monogamy and things like that, I mean, it's crazy how you brought that up and you were just like, listen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna cheat. Do you believe that's a culture that we have nowadays? Like, people are just
committed. I find if you stay in that possessive, committed relationship, like, you're only mine, no talking to guys, no guy friends, it's gonna entice you to cheat. And then you have to go behind their back, and then you have to be like, oh shit, I cheated on them and I hope they don't find out. And then, you know, like, always keeping it a secret. Like, it's 2021, 90% of people cheat. Sorry, not sorry. Like, it's a fact. It is a fact. So why not just keep it open and honest with your spouse and your partner? Like, I find like that's just better.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What did you think of what do you think about Jada, the whole Jada Will Smith situation, right? Because that when you talk about open relationship, because that's something I think that they had an agreement behind the scenes, right? And essentially, obviously Jada fucked up because the person she decided to entangle with obviously fell in love, caught feelings, and that shit happened, right? But because it seems like what you're saying, it makes sense, because especially you see in some of these other relationships, they do have an open kind of agreement between each other. Do you think that's something that we need to start like having a serious conversation about?
Of course,
especially in this modern era.
You need to talk about beforehand.
Alexa, you gotta unmute yourself, girl.
Your limits. Develop what's okay, what's not okay, and just like communication is so key in any relationship. But
you're
like
mute.
With friends, with your boss, but
I know I don't have anything to say right now. Just listening.
Hey.
She don't want us to hear her heart.
Hi.
Hey, introduce yourself. I mean, the chat already recognized you. I see some of the guys over here, but what's good?
I'm great. How you guys doing?
Good. What you got to add? You got anything to add to the conversation? Like, what do you think? Open relationships. What are your thoughts?
Like, personally, I'm open, but I'm like more on the traditional side. But me being open-minded, what she's saying, it's not something I would be comfortable with. You know what I mean? And everybody's different. So if it works for you, it works for you. You know what I mean? That's how I
Exactly.
see it.
Exactly. Everyone has their own type of relationship. If you guys want to be that exclusive type of relationship, of course, go ahead, do you. But personally, for me, that like monogamy is not for me.
Do you feel like if it wasn't for the way things are, you wouldn't feel like that? Or do you feel like you've always just been like more of a free spirit type of person?
Kind of like I was in a very committed relationship, and like I was happy with my relationship, but at the same time, like I missed being able to talk to just guy friends or being able to go out and like do things. I've been in that relationship where it's like no cheating, like for 2 years, like we lived together, like 100% commitment. And like I just realized from that relationship that's not the type of relationship I want. And then after that, I had an open relationship where we were together, we were living together, but it was open. And I found that when we broke up, it was so non-toxic. Like we both understood each other, and like I don't know, it was just a very healthy relationship that I found.
Okay, because it seems like what happens, especially when we get in this monogamous thing, right? When feelings are involved, then people start to get possessive, right? So that even if, like, let's say you get into a situation where one person thinks they're okay with it, and it turns out, no, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not okay with the thought of, my girl doing this with another guy, or my guy doing this with another girl, type of things, like, right? So you would say that once feelings are involved, like in a certain way, but then again, I would say there's some people who've probably gone through that stage. But what would you say majority of, I wouldn't say majority of women, but like, what do you think? Like, are people starting to change their tunes regarding seeing this stuff, and or just openly accepting that people are just gonna cheat? Because it seems like people are talking one side of the mouth, saying, "All right, I want to be in a relationship that's
Have you
traditional."
guys seen the new Netflix show Hot or Not?
I've heard
No,
of it.
No,
no.
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 Okay, well, it's about all these like models, sexy ass people. They all go to one island, and the game is that they can't have any sexual contact with each other.
Oh, I
It's
see. You.
it's
Yeah.
to develop like a real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I found from that show, you could have the sexiest partner, you could have everything, and you're still gonna cheat. So like you could have the most beautiful partner, the most perfect partner, and you'll still cheat. So I
Who?
just don't. So for
Not
me, it's like
necessarily.
I
Dude, you was cheating on your wife? I
I
was
wouldn't
cheating
dare.
on.
It happened to Beyonce.
like you could like you
And
can
have
literally you could have it all. Like I'm not saying everyone.
I'm not attracted to Beyonce.
This is not a every single. This is not a every single situation. But there is a lot of situations where you can have it all and still go out and cheat for something that's lower just because of the sex and desire. So when you have a partner that understands the sex and desire, and you guys can get past that and just know it's just sex, it was just a one-time thing, or it's just flirting, whatever, and it's nothing more, then you guys can develop your relationship to both be open and cool with things, and not get mad at each other and fight over silly little things. You guys can go out and be free and not be stressed out like, oh, my partner's gonna find out where I am, or he's ringing up my phone, wants to know when I'm gonna be home, like things like that. Like I said, like everyone has their own type of relationship, and it's not for everybody, but this is like my own personal like opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's harder for guys than it is for women. But also too at the same time, I don't know
What's harder?
if that's like for men to accept a woman
Oh, of
just doing whatever
course.
she want to do.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
The
course.
same way men.
Especially if I love you, like if I start
Yeah.
throwing that L word around, it's a different
Yeah.
vibe. It's a
And
completely
also
different vibe.
And I also feel like one reason, it might be a small one, but one reason some women have a hard time is like I think scientific, like even when you have sex with somebody, there's hormone that you
Of
release to become
course.
closer bonded to that person. And so
Oxytocin.
eventually I feel like for me,
Oxytocin.
I'm gonna start feeling some type of way, even if I never seen you like that. But the hormones are gonna make me go crazy. So
Yeah, I mean,
no.
but for different reasons though. For different reasons. I mean, for guys, it's about making sure that your children are yours. So that's gonna upset guys because we're wired that way. Because if we tolerate that, if we're cool with that, you might not find out a kid is not yours for 10 years, 15 years. You might be an adult by the time you figure out that's not your kid. For females, it's probably more that they're not comfortable with the idea of sharing the resources with another woman. So if a guy is in a position where he's making enough money, the women tend to tolerate it more. I've had women tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I've had a girl straight up tell me, if you want to see other girls, you need to be paying everything. If you're paying everything, then, you know what I mean? Then maybe I can tolerate it. So I think it's just the way we're wired to an extent.
I feel like
it's not a decision. I'll tell you that much. Because the times in my life where I've been over possessive, it's like you're trying to talk yourself out of it. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You just like, why is she not answering the phone? Where the fuck is she at? And then you find out it wasn't nothing. And you're like, well,
Yep.
And then you're
Well, all
stress
right.
yourself for no
'Cause
reason.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
So like when I think of it like as guys, man, and I can only speak from my perspective, but if I ever get the need, because obviously I've been married before and whatnot, so I've had like urges, I've had girls throw it at me and whatnot, but I think it comes down to discipline though, because I know that I can get it and I can do it, but like I'm disciplined enough to not like just see a hot chick and just be like, oh, let me break all my rules. Like I don't do that. So I think part of that was just like my upbringing and like culture, because there's a lot of shame in that stuff too as well. So like even for guys, like you get shamed for doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. But like just that. So I'm like, if I can do it but not do it, you know, it almost feels kind of better that you beat something, to me anyway. Because I could have done that, but I didn't. So like, you know.
I mean, at some point you gotta. I mean, I think some guys need to be put in a situation where they can confirm that it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, if you get caught and it blow up your whole spot, and now she's throwing your Jordans out the window, and the neighbors and you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You like all this destruction, all this drama, all this chaos, and then you think about that 28 minutes of Poo-Tang, and you like, damn. This shit sure as hell wasn't worth it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a little story. Matter of fact, a time when I realized, yo, this shit definitely was not worth it. It's probably might have been the only time where I got caught out there and I really had to just eat that. Like, yo, dog, you really fucked up. I had a chick, a Peruvian chick. I think I told you about it before, dude. From a real good family. Parents were super strict. She never got out. Wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend. Nothing. Right? And she's making crazy money because some dude that had a big crush on her owned a bar. So he gave her the best bartending position because he liked her. But nothing ever happened. But she was making money hand over fist, right? So she just stacking bread. She lived with her mom, but she's stacking bread. And I was working at a club, and I fucked around and hooked up with one of the girls that came to the club. And even furthermore, I made the mistake of hooking up with her in the club, because I worked there. So I was able to kind of like move things around. So I was able to get like a whole VIP section, you know, curtains closed, everything like that, condoms, everything. Nobody came, nobody knew nothing, right? So next thing I know, you know what I'm saying, with my girl like the next day or whatever, and she was hot as fuck, right? So just, she was real quiet for a while, and then she just blew me up, and I'm just like, at first I tried to kind of like deny it, because I'm like, how the fuck could she never been to my job or nothing. So I'm like trying to figure this out. I'm like, hold up. So I tried to deny it, right? She described the girl's outfit to me. She described the girl's top, the tight black leather pants, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, even people that might, like, nobody, I thought it was just me and the girl that had known, right? Come to find out, the whole damn time, she had went to school with one of the bartenders at my job. And she was smart because she never told me that she knew somebody that I work with. So all the time, that time that I was dating her, this nigga was watching. Like, he was spying. It was a gay dude. So he was spying. He was spying on me for her. And he saw me take the chick in there. He saw me come out. And you know how you can kind of tell when you look. So yeah, nobody else peeped it, just him. And he went back and told her every detail. So then when we broke up, that's the moment I found out how much she liked me. A lot of times you don't realize how a girl really feels about you. Actually, most of the time, you don't know how somebody really feels about you until you break up. That's when you hear the unedited, unabashed truth. And she was crying. She was going through it. She's like, I never loved a man as much as I loved you. And I was like, what the fuck happened? So this is the part where really showed me that wasn't worth it. Because at the time, I kind of said, all right, you fucked up, whatever. Get another girl. Like, get another hot Peruvian. Like, whatever, right? You tell yourself it ain't
But
nothing.
what if your girl was okay with that? You were able to have that little behind the curtain thing that you had, and then you guys sat at the bar and you guys started talking to the girl again. Maybe you guys could bring her home.
I don't think she's supposed to be okay with it. I think maybe I should have tried harder to. I didn't even try to get her back nothing. I never begged for a girl to take me back and nothing like that. So I kind of was like, all right, whatever. But this is the part where I really know I screwed up. So I think maybe like a month later, whatever. I'm on South Beach. I'm minding my business, and I'm riding, right? I'm riding, and I pull up to the light, and I look over in the next car. It's a convertible, right? And I see this hot chick, right? So I'm looking at the chick like I'm about to holler, right? And then when I looked, it was the chick that I had smashed at the club. So I'm trying to talk to her, bro. I'm trying to talk to her, and she curved me. She didn't even remember me. Like, we never exchanged numbers or nothing like that. Like, I had met her right then and there, and it was instant, bro. I knew her for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or some shit. It was that instant like that. I was just talking to her for a while, whatever, and we had a couple of drinks, and it popped off. But the fact that she didn't even remember me, and I was like, dog, you lost a chick that loved you for a chick that can't even remember you.
Yeah.
And my chick was way hotter than her. You know what I'm saying? Probably made more bread, the whole 9 yards. She was obviously a good girl too. And I just was like, all right, we won't do that again. So I think some guys just need to kind of learn the lesson. If you lose enough, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think you might kind of learn how to control yourself. And when you're in that moment, you know what I'm saying? And nature start rising and your hormones is kicking in. That way you can kind of talk yourself back into, you know what I'm saying, reality. Like, nigga, you know this shit ain't working. Like,
I call it dick discipline.
Scenario.
You gotta discipline your dick. Your dick discipline. A lot of dudes they don't have that, right? So it's one of those things where
they don't think with this, they think with their other
they
head.
think with their second head. That's why the whole cheating thing. Because for me, it's like one of those things where I'm always up here first before I let my dick think for me, right? So I'm always thinking about a few steps ahead. What's gonna happen? How is this gonna turn out? Like the consequences I'm gonna go through. Am I ready to go through that? And then if it's not, listen, it's not worth it, right? But if I'm dealing with a chick that I know that, let's say it's like one of those things where she's knowing that it's not serious, and I'm already knowing it's not serious. Well, then I don't really have any. I won't even call it cheating at this point. But it's more of like I'm seeing you, you seeing me. It's like an open kind of thing. But if I make the choice to make you my woman, that's a choice that I made. I made that choice. That means I'm willing to give up whatever it is I got to even spending allowing more time, because like my time is valuable. I don't just get that shit out. So if I have more time to give to you, I'm being present with you. Like I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm be in the moment with you. That's it. But like if I don't see you or respect you that way in a certain light, I'm not. I mean, then it's a different story. But I think it just comes down to discipline. A lot of guys out here, they just don't know that. So they see a pretty girl, they give them attention, or they're not used to pretty girls giving them attention, and it's like all of a sudden I'm a fall for it. Or some guys, they might be on some just demon time and just saying, okay, let me just see if I can do it because I can do it, right? And those guys can probably, I mean, they'll let themselves know eventually.
Yeah, but it's like,
right?
It's like what you trying to prove to yourself, because like for me, it's more about me than it is the chick. Like for me, like cheating ain't never ever been about like getting caught or not getting caught. Because for me personally, if I gotta feel like that, then I'd rather just stay single. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know what you're doing, you can carry a casual sex relationship for a minute. If you know what the hell you're doing, you can carry it for a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So if for me, it's what does your word mean? You get what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna commit to a chick, that's your word on it. So it's like, in what scenario do I gotta say that and I don't mean it? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, then let's just keep doing what we do. Let's just keep being casual with it. And the girl can pressure as much as she wants for a relationship. I'm gonna be like, why? Like, how does that relationship benefit me? Go ahead, give me your best sales pitch. Like, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of dudes, before they start with this relationship shit, first of all, when it comes to relationships, the woman needs to be the one to press the relationship. And I say that because it's a seller's market, not a buyer's market, right? So the women, they the gatekeepers of the sex. And for that reason, they expect the man to be the aggressor. Women don't want to be the one to make the first move sexually. They want the guy to make that advance. You get what I mean? So that's because they want to, they want to be able to say nay or yay. They want to be able to open the door or not open the door because that's what they are, in charge of. So with the guy, you got to think about this. Hold on. If the guy's the gatekeeper to the relationship, the guy can't be the one pressing for the relationship. The guy can't be the one that's like, hey, I want you to be my girl. Where's this going? Whoa, you can't do that there. Right. So you need the girl to be like, hey, so, what is the, what are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go with this? Where's this going and all that? When that conversation comes, that right there is your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? To lay down the groundwork, fundamentals, and say, all right, listen, you want commitment, you want this, and this. All right, hold on, time out. Before we make that step in that transition, you do realize that changes everything. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of me committing to you to keep things the way they are? How does that benefit me? I'm giving you more. I'm giving you commitment, stability, my word, all of that. I'm making you exclusive, prioritizing you, and I'm giving up all other women. I'm foregoing all other women now for something I'm already getting. So what are you offering me now? What's your level up now? And that's when you get to lay the rules down. And that's when you get to tell her, listen, I don't want you doing this. You're not going to be going out with your friends all the time. You're not going to be not answering the phone. You're not, none of that funny stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's the time right there, because either she's going to bust a U-turn and say, well, I'm not trying to do all that. You're like, okay, cool. I'm not trying to give up my commitment then, so let's just leave it how it is. Or she's going to go ahead and agree to that. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason she's pushing for that commitment. She knows she's getting something more in that commitment. Trust me, no woman is going to be dealing with a guy for a few days, few weeks, few months or whatever, and then start talking about relationship if she's not trying to get more. You feel what I'm saying? What would be the point of having a conversation? She wants more. All right, well, if you're getting more, what's the more that I'm getting? You see what I'm saying? So I just think guys need to start thinking that, because I hear a lot of guys are the ones that are kind of pushing it, and they're the ones looking for the girlfriend. And it's like, what happens is the girl ends up thinking that she's going to behave exactly the same. And then issues come up and the guy's getting all upset. And then that's when the girl starts calling him controlling and all this other shit. And it's like, dude, you were the one that asked for her to be your girl. You understand what I'm saying? You should have let her be the one to say that. Because if she's not saying that to you, that means she wants to maintain her freedom or whatever. There's something she's trying to maintain. If a chick don't bring it up, that means she don't want to be your girlfriend, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Cause like real talk, like if I'm seeing somebody and that question happens, it's like, it's not that I'm opposed to being in a relationship or anything like that. If anything, that's what I want. But the thing is, it's like, is a woman gonna be able to keep up with the standards? Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm like, if you ask that question, I'm gonna say, hey, girl, I'm Nigerian, right? Yeah, you really want this relationship? Because right now it's fun and cool. Like I'm not putting any pressures on you. I'm not being demanding. I'm not doing anything like. But once we cross that line, you getting that girlfriend. Because I don't play with girlfriend titles, right? Everyone plays around girlfriend, but I don't play around with that. If you a girlfriend, you on a path to becoming something more, right? That's to me anyway. So now I'm gonna start putting different things. Now it's like, all right, I got to get passwords to your phone. I got to look at all these different things. And then all these things get to put in place, because if I'm gonna tell you you're my girlfriend, and I'm gonna start throwing that love word around, right? I'm gonna start getting a little bit possessive, and I don't know, maybe you call it whatever you want to call it, but that means I'm seeing it like, okay, I want this girl, whatever she has, I want it to be for me now, and she has to be willing to accept that. Otherwise, this relationship, it's not gonna work. And like you said, let's just keep it what it is. Like let's keep it fun. Let's keep it in, because I'm not gonna expect anything out of you, and you shouldn't expect anything out of me. But the moment we put expectations on the table, now you got to be ready to perform. Otherwise, like, I mean, what the fuck are we doing this for? Because if you can't go through and deal with it during the girlfriend stages, how are you gonna deal with me when we're married? How are we gonna do it when we got kids involved? How are we gonna handle the tough times and the good times if you can't follow a certain thing? You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I see it. As soon as you ask that question, I've talked to a lot of girls that when we get to that stage, it's like, you sure? Like, oh yeah. I'm like, you sure? You really all right?
Listen, I tell you that changes everything, bro. Because I'm not arguing with no chick, man. Like, I don't care if you're the cashier at Walmart or you're a friend with benefits. If you're not my if we're not cohabitating, right? Or you're not my wife, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not, because what's the point? You see what I'm saying? Once we disagree, call me when you have a change of heart. Call me when you change your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to argue with you with this bullshit. I don't give a fuck. It's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter to me. But the thing is, once you're married or at least live together, every issue got to be resolved.
Shit, I don't know what to say. Fuck.
What are Yende just talked about, right? What are your thoughts on what we just saying? Let me just get there right now, because we're talking about, this came from like the whole cheating and open relationships and stuff like that, and you're hearing it from our perspective on, shit. I'd stay faithful if I need to. So go ahead. Let me fix this real quick, but go off it.
From what I've been hearing so far, it just sounds like the open relationship. Damn, clicking.
Yeah. I guess we're just gonna have to, you guys chat. You guys are just gonna have to put up with it. Sorry.
I feel like the open relationship
Sorry.
is honest. That's the difference.
Donate.
I feel like that's a big difference. If people are honest in an open relationship, they are less worried about what's gonna happen because they're telling you, "Hey, I want this," and if that's not what you're into, they're more themselves. They're more open, honest.
I mean,
Expectations are put up front.
Like you guys said, like when you guys
traditional dating, you're really kind of just waiting to see if the person is what you expect for the most part. I don't know.
Like you guys said, like if you guys start you guys start saying the L word and you guys become a relationship, and then you're like, now I need your passcode, and now these are all the rules. And
I don't ask for it. You better give it to me. I shouldn't have to ask for it.
Why does it even have to be like that?
That shouldn't be an issue, though.
Invasion of privacy.
No, let me tell you something. I don't even check. I don't check phones and shit like that. I don't. My girl give me the passcode. I won't actually know it. Like, she'll give it to me. I won't remember it or keep it or anything like that. I'm not going through that shit. But it's the point. It's the principle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the principle of it. But a woman should be volunteering shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta ask.
Only a woman though?
No, because here's the thing. Either way, it's not gonna make a difference. If she wants to hide something from you,
damn, it's even worse. Hold up.
She's still gonna hide it. She can have a whole nother phone you don't know about. So
is this a woman?
It's really not good. Anybody, guy. Listen, most guys I know that cheat on their woman, they got a whole nother phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got a whole nother phone that never makes it in the house. It stays in the car or some shit like that.
So you're saying it doesn't matter? That whole
what?
Listen, it doesn't matter. People gonna do what they want to do anyway. They're gonna figure out how to do what they want to do.
Okay, does thank you and welcome really matter?
Hello.
If you tell somebody thank you, you tell somebody you're welcome, it doesn't really matter. But you're just being considerate. What's up, mama?
What's up?
I get the AirPods in.
Trying to.
Yeah, we're waiting for Duke to get back on. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, but Katrina brought up the topic of open relationships. That's pretty much all you missed, I think. You missed dick pics and open relationships.
Ah, damn it! I missed the good stuff.
No, we can get back into it. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the open relationships, or you want to start with the dick pics?
Dick pics. The open relationship is going long.
You want to start with open relationships, or you want to start with dick pics?
Who?
You.
Oh, whatever you guys want. I'm easy. Like an open relationship.
How do I say your name? Minka?
Yeah.
Minka. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm like my nationality, or where am I? What do you mean?
Both.
So, do you guys hear that?
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem we're having. Yeah.
That's the problem we're having.
Oh, you guys want to? Usually, it's a disturbance so that you need to like restart the.
That's
whatever.
We all left and came back.
That's so fucked. Sorry.
Tell me about it.
Okay, would we say dick pics or open relationships?
Well, you were telling us where you were from.
Oh, right. So nationality, I'm Mexican, Argentine, and Slovakian.
Wow.
I know, I look white though.
Wow. Slovakia. Yeah, you look
I
more that.
know. I know. I don't know what happened. It just like overtook everything. If you see my mom, she's like Mexican Indian. She's like straight from Michoacan. And like
What?
they used to think I was like kidnapped.
Well, it worked out, man. But you were raised in Cali, though, right?
Yeah, born and raised in LA.
Okay. How old?
So lots of dick pics. 30.
And single, married, engaged, dating?
Single, dating? Ish?
You're single and dating?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your segue into open relationships right there.
Guys, I don't know what else to tell you.
Into the open relationships.
Oh, it went away. Nope, just kidding. What do you mean that's my
Hold up.
What I'm saying is you said that you're single and sort of kind of dating. So I said that's the segue into open relationships.
How is that a segue into open relationships?
Because that's what it sounds like.
No, I'm a single female and I go on dates.
Oh, okay. That's what you said. I thought you said single and kind like dating-ish. I thought that's what you said.
Like dating-ish because it's all fucking trash. Like I think open relationships are an excuse.
An excuse?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I think meaning like every person that I know that has an open relationship and it works for them, sometimes, usually not. It's usually the male that wants an open relationship and the female that's too scared of the male leaving and agrees to the open relationship. And I'm talking like married couples.
Yeah, but then I don't know. That's weird. Like dudes that are okay with their wife sleeping with other guys is so weird to me. It's just the strangest thing.
I was just saying, like, I was the one that wanted the open relationship. Like, so it's not like the guys. Like,
right, but it usually has something to do with a commitment issue.
Not necessarily. Like I was saying before you came into this, like, I understand sex and desire, and I understand like maybe you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you love them, but at the same time, like you see someone hot at the club and you just want like a little fling to happen. And that's where you and your partner got to come in and just say like, yeah, it's okay to like go be with other people, but you guys know what you guys have is like more superior, more on top. But like I said as well before you came into this, to each their own. Like everyone has their own different type of relationship that they want and what they'll be happy with.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm just saying, like, as far as I've experienced, understood, seen, my background's in psychology. Like, it usually has to do with like the same status quo. If a guy cheats, it's usually something within himself that's inadequate. If the girl cheats, it's usually like something, again, either external or internal, that's inadequacy, that they're looking for some sort of validation elsewhere that they're not getting within the relationship. Because that's just based off of my experience, and I don't judge, because like I have friends, literally like my closest friends are very special to me, and they have all different preferences. I got a girlfriend that just loves dick. She just literally loves it, and I'm power to her. From my understanding, it's usually coming from something. Like, I'm not just like, I had a phobia of butterflies, and it's like, where did that come from? I wasn't just born with it. You know what I mean?
No, that I agree with that. So I mean, Katrina, like, so because you're in it too, and I vibe with open relationships. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I think, you know, whatever, like you said, whatever works for your relationship, it works out for your relationship. However, I just think that obviously the main thing is communication too. Right. I mean, you got to have that communication with your partner to make sure that that's something that you want to do. But also, it's because then that's how you know how people. Because here's the thing. I'm sure there'll be guys who come into it, or girls who come into it and say, listen, okay, if this is what you want, an open kind of thing, I guess I'm cool with it. My problem is when feelings get involved, you know, it can go either way. That's just what it is, right? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. For me, it has nothing to do with the feelings.
Well, I think men can dissociate a lot better than women. like in general. Like it's more, I'd say like just pure speculation. I feel like 90%, if not 90% of the male species is able to distinguish sex as a physical act, and women see it more as most women, I would say like 60 to 70% would see it as an intimate act. Or maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know.
Explain that real quick.
There's truth to that, but I don't know. For me, I'm just not interested in anything that has to do with a man, like a, you know what I mean, like a man. Anything with
You're territorial.
Dude, it turns me off. Like I can't watch porn because another dude is fucking her. You know what I mean? I can't have a casual relationship with a chick if I know that she's sleeping with somebody else while she's sleeping with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's a thought of that turns me off. Like I don't want to kiss a girl that's kissed another dude. I don't want to fuck a girl that's fucking another. I don't want to do something like that. But that's just me. I'm not saying there's something wrong, but I'm just saying me personally, I'm grossed out by that.
All the time.
Huh?
Wait, say it again.
Wait, what did she say?
That's how women feel.
That's how women feel, huh?
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't even, bro. When I worked at the club, I don't even want to dance with a girl that's been dancing with another dude. It just seems strange to me. It's weird.
So you don't like competition?
Has nothing to do with competition.
I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just I'm just grossed out by
it's the same thing. It's the same thing as an open relationship. It's a preference. Like you're like you guys are like on the both like the total opposite spectrum where it's like you're more open on this side and you're more like traditional.
Huh. I would say this
because I feel like casual sex isn't traditional. I feel like friends with benefits isn't traditional, but I've always been the type of person where it's like, listen, like this is cool, we just having fun, it's casual, but the moment you hook up with another dude, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like just and I'm not upset or anything like that. That's not the issue. I'm not threatening a girl or nothing like that. I'm just not interested in sleeping with a girl if she slept with another guy after she slept with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if I break up with a girl, you know how you have those little breakups when you have you're dating somebody and you have like those breaks.
Little separation.
If a girl sleeps with someone else during that break, then we're definitely not getting back together. And if I break up with a girl, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna go backwards anyway. In my mind, if you get fired from a job and then you start talking to people and there's an option for you to come back, for me, that's going backwards. You know what I mean? If I break up with somebody and then we get back together, that's going backwards for me. So, like, if
it's interesting that you say that because I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I said it's interesting you said that. I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with porn. I personally just not interested in porn. Like, I don't want to see another dude's dick going in and out of the chick. I would rather see another dude's dick in the locker room, you know what I'm saying, than see another dude's dick in porn. That's just weird to me. It's just weird.
No, I agree with that.
I got
like,
a question.
Go ahead, Alexa.
Can we segue this into dick pics? Why do men feel like women want to see their ugly worm? Why? If a woman doesn't ask you, 99%
it's true.
We don't want to see that lip noodle.
No, keep it.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Yo,
oh Lord.
Because when women complain about dick pics, they either don't like the guy or they don't like the dick.
Oh my god!
Like either he had an ugly dick or they don't like the guy.
Shit.
Do you want a man sending you they dick just randomly? No, you don't. You don't even want to see it.
You know what?
Hey, listen.
You know what?
Listen,
like,
if a girl want to send me a pic, I got no problems with it.
I ain't say girl. I didn't say girl.
Why would I want a dick pic from a dude?
I just want you to say no. That's why.
No.
Sends that dick.
No, you know what though? You actually have a point.
If Jason Momoa sends that dick, what's his name?
Did they
Jason Momoa? Jason Momoa.
Yeah, but
he might have an ugly dick too, though.
You're not gonna be complaining. You gonna
okay. One word. one more part of the question. Are y'all willing to risk a fine or a police report for doing that? Cause it's bad out here. This one guy used to send me his dick pic every day. I went to
same thing with you and Katrina. Katrina on that daily dick pic.
She said daily. She said daily.
Why?
A dick a day.
Why?
Wait, okay, Alexa, question for you. What is the conversations like then before then they go ahead and slip that pic?
Hey, beautiful. Heart face, smiley face, my stories. Boom, dick pic.
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
All I give.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Is that quick?
Wait,
Boom.
no,
It's that quick.
no, not even.
Like
I've
that
gotten.
girl Andy was smashing at the club.
I've literally gotten videos.
Dick pic.
Yep.
3 minutes and you get loads of dick pics. And
Oh,
then-
I've gotten.
What?
and then
No,
we
I've
see
gotten
the
full on
video.
videos.
Yeah,
The full on
there was
videos. That's what I'm saying. I've literally gotten full on videos of people like dudes sending me videos of them fucking bitches that I don't even know them, plus
I
the
don't
dick
know about
pics.
all
It's
that.
exactly the way that she said it. You don't ask anything. You didn't even respond. It's just boom, dick pic.
Wait, that's a new one. You got guys sending you pictures of them fucking other girls. Like, what is that? But what is that supposed to symbolize, though? I don't get it.
It's the guy trying
This
to-
could be you.
Yeah, this could be you. Like,
100%.
Scientifically, that's supposed to be
Get
more
out of
effective.
here.
No, it's not.
Scientifically, that's supposed to be more effective. Okay, I was reading the research.
It only works.
and they
Listen,
looked at-
listen.
Hold on.
You
Hold
just
on, 'cause
said that you don't.
I want the guys listening to know
God.
this. They were doing some research where they had both men and women hooked up to a machine that read their the stimulation in their brain, and they would show them images, right? And when they showed the men still images of porn, they were stimulated. When they showed them images of animals having sex, they were less stimulated. When they showed them video of porn, like actual movement, the guys had the same amount of stimulation as the still shots of a naked woman. So whether it's two people having sex, whether it's video, whether it's just a picture, whether it's just a picture of a naked woman, men are stimulated the same. But when they looked at the women now, okay, the women were stimulated at pictures of animals having sex. They were more stimulated by images of naked men, and they were most stimulated by actual porn in motion.
There's levels
Right,
to
but
this
you're
shit.
talking. No, but
You
you're.
have to be
Yeah,
ashamed of
but
yourself.
scientifically speaking, those
That's
were
how
on
much
brain
sexual women
waves.
are and how much more control we have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are brave waves.
No, but that study was based off of brain waves. It wasn't based off of intellectual, emotional, anything, or even actual genital stimulation.
You're familiar with that study, Minka?
What?
That's what's up.
I'm just saying.
It's no, but it's so those brain waves just have to do with interest. So if I see a picture of like a really cute dress from freaking Fashion Nova, brain waves. That don't mean nothing. I'm guaranteeing you, as a person she's gotten them, I've gotten them, I'm sure she's gotten them. A dude
God.
sending a video of him fucking a bitch, like from the back and looking at the camera going like this, does not do it for us. Does not make me want to be like, oh my God, I want to be that.
Time out, Mika. Okay.
But
Okay, what was your thought process going through? Like, what were you thinking about when you saw that? Like, I want to know, cause
Does she know you're recording her?
she don't know
Like-
the process.
I want to know, like, what's going. Look, listen, to send up, because we had another lady in the chat, right? She got a video of her sent by a dude just jacking off and shit, right? So I'm hearing all these crazy stories right now, and I'm just like, yo, this is wild, bro. So like, it's not even like y'all get into the mood, right? And now it's like, okay, baby, let me see what you look like. Oh, send me that. Oh, damn.
Nope.
It's not like that. It's like, hey, what's up? I like your photo. Oh, you cute. All right, here's me fucking another bitch.
Good morning.
You know what? I think I still have it.
I don't believe it. It just seems like too cutthroat. I don't get it. Like,
Let
hey,
me-
if that's true, y'all overdosing on these red pills out here. Y'all need to stop.
So I will say this. The first thing that went through my head was no fucking way he did not said this. And the second thing was I screen recorded it and I sent it to a couple of my friends. Like, I just got this in my DMs.
Yeah, so don't do it.
That's
We
what-
share
Wow.
this shit. Just so you
They're gonna-
guys
they're gonna
know,
pass
we
it
share
around
the
after
dick
you
pics,
dick.
we share the videos, we share the screenshots, we share all of it.
Can you go into that too? By the way, like what
Unless they're
them little networks? Yeah. Why do you guys do that? Why do you guys share? Do you
Because-
talk to?
So all the
Go
girls
ahead.
who the creeps are to stay away from.
Okay, did you? Okay, wait.
Hey,
who-
ladies, hey, dudes in the chat right now. They putting y'all on some game. They putting y'all on some game right now. Y'all need to pay attention.
So I actually started doing something. Last night I got the same deal, and like this dude went into my DMs, and he was super creepy. Of like, I'm gonna bend your little ass
Katrina,
over, and la da da da.
Hold on, Mika, real quick. Katrina, can you mute yourself so I don't have to unmute you, so you can mute yourself when you want to say something. All right, go ahead, Mika.
So he was like, I'm gonna bend your little ass over, like super like descriptive and like creepy. I'm just like, what the fuck? At this point, like I said, I'm in digital marketing, and like I usually ignore them. I don't say anything. I don't do anything. I don't even respond. It's just there, or I delete it, right? Or I block them. This time I screenshotted it. I tagged him in it. I posted it. It's on my story. I put a background. I put the hashtags in the background. I went and I like made a little story video. Then I posted it on my actual like page. I boosted that promotion. I paid $150 to start boosting it so he would get famous, so that people would understand. Please do not send me stuff like that. Thank you. And so but check this out. Check this out. Wait.
Check. He won't do it again.
He won't. And here's the crazy ass part that I'm like so amazed at. He actually DM'd me and said, "Hey, I fucked up. I didn't mean it. I overstepped. Like, I'm a dude. I just got carried away." And it was like an actual sincere apology. And he's like telling me he's Muslim. I'm like, dude, the Quran talks about how men and women are supposed to treat each other. It's not about that. And like, and I get it. Like my Instagram, I look like a hoe. I get it. I understand, right?
That's
but
it.
and he
don't
was
give him
but
reason.
right. But what he was saying was like, well, if you're gonna post things like that, then you should handle the heat. The problem is that the male species wants me to handle the heat by being like, oh no, this is okay. I'm asking for it. Instead, how I handled the heat was perfectly, because at the end of it, he apologized, and I took all the shit down. And I literally said, thank you so much. That's all I wanted was an apology. If you respect me, I respect you. But like the day, and I'm trying to like make it a thing now, because like dudes literally do the most and think that it is okay. Since I've been 21 years old and Facebook was out, I've gotten phone calls from dudes in jail through Facebook. I've gotten FaceTime. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The dick pics. The dick pics are nonstop.
No.
Wait, how these dudes? Time out. One at a time. Mika, how do y'all get these numbers from dudes from jail? Wait, how do you get your line?
We don't. So if
Duke,
someone
where have
requests
you
you
been?
on,
you
if-
get computer time in prison. Duke, where have you been?
no,
bro?
it's not even computer time. They hide the phone. They hide
She's
the
talking about her
phone.
cell phone, though. She's
They
talking about they
hide
call
the
her on the phone.
phone. No, they
Oh,
hide
yeah,
the
Yeah, that phone came in
phone.
somebody's ass. That phone
Yeah.
came in an ass.
Like, who you calling, dog? How'd you get her number, bro? Like, what's up?
Alexa, I love that everything I'm saying. You're like, yup.
Girl, I'm
It's
I'm
through
there
Facebook?
too. I'm there.
Because it's been
Keep going. I want to
I
hear
was-
this.
so 3 o'clock in the morning.
Instagram or Facebook until
I did. I block it.
I didn't even know. My
Yup.
phone just started ringing. I'm like, what
Yup.
the fuck is Facebook calling me for? And it's
Oh, let's
ringing.
pull this up real quick. I'm sure I'll pull it up on Facebook right now from people that I still don't know. I turned off my notifications.
Maybe get some play.
They'll call you on Snapchat too.
Maybe get some
Oh
play.
shit.
They
Oh.
even worse on there. Oh,
Damn. Wait, so
Yo,
what
let
are
me
these
look-
prison
Oh,
dudes
look.
expecting?
Wait.
though?
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
lock
this?
Hold on. Let me see
What?
if I can get that bigger. Let me make you bigger real quick.
What is this? Look at
Yeah,
all
make-
these
give
missed
her the
calls.
screen for herself.
Hold up.
From
I'm
prison?
trying to do it.
blah blah.
Miss.
And these
Oh,
niggas tell you
damn.
they're in prison. They're like, hey, yo,
Damn.
I'm in a lockup.
Oh wait,
Look.
let's see.
What's
Let's
up,
look for
Mom?
another one. I'm
Hey.
sure that they're in here.
Hold up. I wanna. Hold up. You guys, you still be able to hear me? Hold up. I wanna be.
Where
able
is
to,
everybody?
No, I want to see. Put that up again.
Oh, I was gonna get you another one. This was
Show everybody.
Yeah.
Show everybody. You're still there.
Okay,
We're all backstage.
this is number 2, and then let's see. What's this? I don't know who this is. This is another one. Let's go back to the calls. That's the one that you wanted to see.
Can you hold it up for like a little bit so the guys can see it? Oh, we're all backstage, by the way, so don't worry about it. We'll be back up. We just want to see it.
Okay, there's this one. There's,
And a lot of them are not even in the U.S.
oh God, I know.
Oh my
That's
God.
wild.
Oh,
Yep.
there's another one.
Yeah, Iraq. It's the oil money ones.
The oil. They're in the desert. They're not in oil.
Man, listen, you gotta get some.
Wow.
I said oil money just so you can know, like, you know, the demographic. But yeah, it's the desert. Yeah, and they
Oh man.
they are thirsty.
Wow. So I didn't know that. I didn't know dudes from prison just call and they're from a whole nother world.
And you guys wonder why we get so mad about dick pics.
Exactly. It's too much.
No, I don't
It's
wonder.
too
I see why
much.
they get upset.
It's
I
too
mean-
much. Like if it was, sorry, go ahead.
I know they like them. They like them if they ask for it. That I know. It's not that they don't like dick pics in general. They don't like unsolicited dick pics.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the difference. But guys,
and that's
nudes regardless, whether they ask for it or not.
You said it earlier though. Like if I was with a dude, then I'd be like, oh yeah. But like if I'm not, it's like.
Bro, listen, I went from not sending dick pics, not never. Like I went from not even never ever taking a picture of my dick. Like what kind of bizarre shit is that? And then like enough girls were like had asked me, and then I started thinking, wait, what's the issue? Like what's the issue you have with sending a dick pic? And then it's like it's exhausting because then you're like, I think I can outtake this picture. Like this picture's good, but I think I could take a better picture. And then next thing you know, 30 minutes just went by that you're doing a dick.
That's what I was about to ask
Hey,
you.
listen.
I was about to ask that. Like, do you guys sorry.
No, go ahead.
You get the
Do you
ring
guys
light
like?
out, no shit.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, is that like a thing for? That's a question for the guys. Do you guys all do that?
No, because
Do you
I
like-
know.
do you
Listen.
Like next to it, you're like holding like this tiny thing to
No.
like make it look bigger and
Yes,
like
girl,
look at this big old.
See, listen.
Wait, let's high five.
Listen, my thing is that if you're the one that's willing to do something like that, you just go put the dick pics up and whatnot. Like I'm telling you, man, especially if it's unsolicited, you deserve what happens to you. You literally do. You do because that's crazy.
I'm talking about when they requested. No, I'm talking about when they requested.
Oh, okay. So if you request it, okay, that's a different story though.
Yeah, I've never requested a dick
because
pic.
Like, but
there's a
chicks
lot of
don't
pressure.
exactly.
Like, you gotta get the lighting right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shave. You gotta go there. You know.
I feel like. Wait, have you,
pic.
Alexa? Have you ever asked for a dick pic?
Yeah.
Oh damn. I was gonna be like.
Like dating or whatever.
But did you do it because you really wanted to see it and you were horny, or did you do it because you were trying to gas the guy up and like make him feel like a man?
Both.
Mm.
Do different.
Okay. Tell me, give us an example of how
That's a good
you would
question.
ask like why what circumstances would you ask a dude for a dick pic first of
Yeah,
all?
that's a
Let's
good
ask that and yeah, under what circumstances? And just describe the mood in your experience, how you got that point to where you're like, all right, baby, send me that dick. I
want to know too.
Like if you in a mood, you think about your man or whatever, and you feel it some type of way, you want to see the Draco. That's it. So you just request.
So he just got to be able to put you in the mood real quick.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
Mood.
Because so that was a confusion that I had real quick.
But
That was a confusion because I thought, okay, that makes sense that you got a girl in the mood, you guys are conversing about it, and the dick pic happens. I didn't know it was just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, here's my dick. I didn't know that was. I didn't know that's how it worked. I didn't know dudes were doing that. So I'm ignorant in that sense. Like that's what it is. So I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Like, because I've had girls request that from me, and I'm just like, I don't. First of all, that's a rule. I just don't do it. Because then once that's out there, that's out of my control, and I don't know what the fuck.
That's what I
do.
thought. But then
You see what I'm saying? But I didn't.
Bro, crop it different.
Right, but that's still coming from you though.
Think about you
Yeah, but
walking
you're not
around the
gonna be in
club.
a lineup. Bro. You act like you're
Not
gonna
they
be in
did.
a
You're like,
a
what?
suspect lineup. Nah, then
Yeah,
I'm like
but-
eyewitnessing and be like,
but I
"This
feel
dick
like-
was the dick that did it." It'll be fun. I was thinking the same thing.
all the dicks are like lined up.
Hey, if you get a dick a day, if you get that dick a day, that's what that's literally what happened. That's literally what happens, dog.
Didn't you say when I asked my dude
Mhm.
for a dick pic? She
I
said my dude. She didn't say like a random.
My dude.
I'm
Keyword.
not sending a dick pic to my girl. She already know what it looks like.
What if she's like on a trip? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm
there's
talking about when you're single and
no.
it
no.
happened. But listen, the thing is, what I'm
It's
trying
like a
to
naked
understand
mole
is,
rat.
No, I'm asking like, what why does the girl want it? You know, that's the thing. You're like, damn, why does she want the dick pic? Because it's like, does she want to know the size?
I'll tell you this. You know what? I'm so dumb. Sorry. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
No, you go
I
ahead.
feel Alexa was. No,
Go
I
ahead.
think I was saying Alexa.
Yes.
Wait, weren't you saying something or no? I'm tripping.
Oh, I was being ratchet. I
Oh.
said,
Okay. Well,
Dick
speaking of
pic.
ratchet,
not in you. That's what
one of my girls, she's like 21, right? So she's like a horn. I love her to death. I think she's like the most beautiful thing because of her sexuality, right? But she will get drunk and she's just like, send me a picture of your dick. Send me a picture of your dick. I'm like, really? She's like, I'm so horny.
What the fuck?
So but it's out there. But it's also like,
But what do you
here's the
do?
deal.
But what does she
Like-
do with it though? If she's horny, what's the point of a picture? Like, unless she's gonna go.
I think
see
it's
it.
to like,
It's different.
no, well, I think like it's to instigate.
But then I could just like
I was like,
basically
that's smart.
describe a scenario to
That's
you,
a foreplay.
or, and I've done this before. Hop up on a webcam or like a FaceTime, and y'all just both touch each other and watch. I've done that before.
Wait, how did that sounds like mutual masturbation?
I don't
How
understand
did
Yeah,
what you guys say.
I'm like, that doesn't
Where we
It's all
going?
over
Where
the
we
place.
going?
I would. Hey, listen.
Dude, try to make sense of this super chat. Let's
Hear this. Okay, so what body parts? Yeah. Hey, Dangerous, thank you for the $5 super chat. Dangerous, thank you for this $5 super chat. All right, ladies. All right, I think I know what he's trying to say. What
Yeah.
body parts of a dude turns you on? Hey, Dangerous, let me know if I got your question right. Let me know if I got that question right, Dangerous. Is that what you're trying to ask? What body parts of a guy turns you on? Let's hear it.
Okay, let me just wrap up the dick pic. I think it's a girl. Wait, let me just wrap it up.
I love you. I fuck with you.
Ask you
I fuck with you.
if a girl asks you,
They just
for
picky
one,
about
it's
the
probably
dick pics,
about
that's
to go
all.
down, within 24 hours or less. But
Oh, if
no
they ask for a dick pic?
unsolicited dick pics, only if it's wanted. If not, it's a violation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay, so what part of a guy do we find attractive? I think it depends. There's some general parts, but I think it just depends on the guy. Like, I don't know. Everybody looks good in different ways. Like some guys, like you be like, damn, he fine, but he got some chicken legs. And then some guy, you know what I mean? Like, so it just depends. Like for me particularly, I like hands. Like, cause I like being touched.
Whoa.
I like big man.
Hey, yeah.
Big hands, yeah.
Yes.
Because you envision it like
Small
fucking you
hands.
up.
Yeah, grabbing you and
Yeah, just like bitch.
Hey, let him know. Let him know.
yeah, you think about that. Like arms, I like
Oh, I love that laugh. This is so good. What is
She
it?
ready. She ready. Hey,
Yeah.
let us.
That's it.
No, what is it?
You can't
was
just
the
come
good
out with
one.
that little
was the good
deviant
one.
laugh over there
I
and then
know.
like, keep it to yourself.
You gotta have a brain and a mouth on you. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey. So okay, what do you mean by brand? Like he just got to be like smart. Like what you mean? Like he
Yeah.
educated. You got to be
Gotta keep
educated.
up. Keep up.
I think she's talking about giving. I think she's talking about
That
what's it
too.
called?
That's
I think she's talking
Conolingus?
about no.
Conolingus.
look. Everything I say has double meaning.
She's talking about head.
No, I think she's guys don't even know how to do that.
I am. All of you guys are right. I think
So
Oh shit! There we go.
I don't
He's
wait.
smart.
Aren't you
Gotta know
part
how-
Dominican? Aren't you part Dominican?
You gotta know how to
You part
talk.
Dominican, right?
For me?
Dímelo.
Me,
part
I'm
Dominican, right?
mixed, child. I'm like Colombian, I'm Haitian,
Uh-huh.
French, blah blah
Mhm.
blah.
Well, there you have it. There you have it.
Damn. Okay, so then what were you talking about, Minka?
Huh? What do you mean?
Like so like brains. You're like a
What do you
guy, you know. Look.
I
You said
meant-
because
I
you said most guys don't give good head game for girls, right? And I would tell you this. Part of the reason is guys don't prioritize that. Hey, let me know in the chat right now, okay, guys. Okay,
What?
put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have ever done oral sex on a woman. This is the guys, all right, ladies.
No. That's not the question to ask. The question to ask is, have you ever studied to understand how to do it? Because women, we have to learn how to like where your little spot is, like under your dick, like but what to do with the balls and like everything, how to open your throat. We have to learn all of that. And all you guys are doing is like,
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, that's a good point.
That's not
Hold
how you're
up.
supposed to do it.
Studying, we be
That's
studying.
not how you're supposed to do
Y'all study
it.
nothing.
You're not supposed to do it that way, but I'm telling you, most of the population of guys do it that way because they don't think about how does that work.
Or they just make
Listen,
the noises
I'm
and be
not gonna give it to free.
like
Ah.
not the same thing.
I'm not gonna give away no free cunnilingus game, but I will share the fake chow with you. You know what the fake chow is?
Yeah. Good
You
for
know
you.
what fake chow
I'm
is?
proud of you. I'm proud. You're a good man. You are a good man.
No, I don't do the fake
But,
chow. I just saw it in a movie. and it was
but I
hilarious.
agree. I agree with you though, but like most guys don't know how to do it though. And
Bro,
I
you
tell-
just proved my point. You literally,
You
I don't
talking
know
about the
how,
fake
I don't
chow?
do, you're like, I don't do that. It was from a movie.
Oh
You
no.
literally just proved my point.
Say that y'all don't do
You know what
that.
fake chow is?
Makes me feel horrible for y'all girls.
Oh,
like you never did it to
when
your
you're
girl?
under the cover,
There is,
down
there,
and they're pretending to eat it, but they're playing with their finger. They're like, nom, 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 nom.
You know you can feel
You
the
know what fake
difference.
chow is?
Well, oh,
You
no,
just-
when you got the
funny.
finger, when you got the fingers in there, and you also working your tongue and whatnot.
No, fake chow
So,
is when
let
you're,
me
like,
tell you
under-
this.
You're under the
So-
covers and you're pretending to eat her out, but you're just doing it with your fingers and making sounds with your mouth.
You guys
Can't
wanna
she?
know
Can't she
fun
tell the
fact?
difference?
Yes, you can.
don't
Yeah,
know, man, that's a joke in the
yeah. I
movie.
would.
I thought it was
Let me-
I would say a woman would be able to tell the difference.
I want to say something that's
not
gonna
doing
like
no
be an
fake chow.
ego blow because men don't understand that only what was it? It's what was the percentage? It was only 10% of women have an orgasm vaginally.
Yep.
I know that.
Have to eat the kitty.
But most
10.
guys don't believe that
10.
though.
That
They
means-
believe a
that
woman's
means
orgasm
9
doesn't matter.
That means 90% of the bitches that you're fucking, if they're not playing with their own clitoris because you guys don't know how to, they're not actually coming.
They're faking
Yeah, but
it.
you can find that out. That information is online. I found it.
I'm sharing that with you guys and the people that are listening because it's for the people that are listening.
About an inch in on the hood. On the inside, on the hood, but it's not. It's only about.
It's not on the inside.
Huh?
What are you
It's not-
talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about on the inside?
The
No,
G spot.
I'm
Is
talking
what he's talking
I'm
about.
talking about that G spot. I don't know what it's called. The biological.
There's
No, that's
There's
medical.
Yeah,
term.
there's a little
right.
patch like
But
right
I'm
up
saying
there.
even women, it takes
I'm not
most
talking on
the
the outside.
majority.
Though. I'm not talking about the clit. I'm talking about
Right, but the outside's the most important part. That's what you guys don't understand. Only
No.
10% of
You
women.
work both parts. You work both parts. Is what I'm trying to say. You
Right,
work
but
basics.
only 10% of women will only come from the spot that you're talking about. Only 10%. The rest of them have to learn how to do it from the outside, from the clitoral, as well as getting a dick in them. So that means that
but
if you don't,
once you get the clitoral going, everything is sensitive in there.
no,
Might even put a finger in the butt if you want.
it does not. No, it doesn't work that way.
everybody's different. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I'm talking about once she's already come from what you're talking about.
The outside, the
Outside?
clitoris.
Right, once you
The
already
clitoris?
get that, everything is sensitive then after that.
Wait, there's a really good TikTok that I found, and it was like, this chick is like, how come Americans use Fahrenheit instead of clitoris?
Oh, I
And
saw
it's,
it.
you saw that shit, right? And then every guy's like, no, she's talking about, yeah, and
Celsius.
yes!
It's funny.
None of the guys know what a clitoris is. He's like, no, you're thinking of like a cleft foot. Like,
Wow, that's wild.
a clitoris is the thing you get in the mail.
Is wrongly explaining what a clitoris is.
Wow. Okay, so how many of you guys have actually had like? Okay, so you're saying 10% of guys know how to do that right. So if you guys have had bad
No.
experiences with guys
No, it's
when it comes to
10% of women-
conolingus,
10%
say
of women
something. I've
orgasm.
been dying to get this out. I fake it majority of the time. 'Cause don't
I
have
fake
the
it too.
What?
Oh.
I faked it before.
Like guys
Why?
need to
Wait,
learn.
why girls be faking it? though?
Let me tell you, because sometimes you just want to get your, just like y'all want to get y'all's, you want to get ours too. Sometimes,
Yeah, but if you
like,
faking it, then you didn't get it.
guys need to.
It's like a massage. It's like a massage.
It's like a massage. Men need to learn to pay attention. You gotta pay attention to the woman and how she acting. That'll tell you more.
No.
Fast or slow. Some women don't talk.
I don't know. I can feel
So
it.
I heard that guys can actually, when a girl actually has an orgasm, they can feel the vagina walls like clench up.
Unless you know how to
Exactly.
do
I
that.
can feel it.
Unless you have a
Unless you could just
When
do it.
when they're getting there, you can feel it. You can feel it start to. You know what I mean?
Gorge up.
It's like someone it's like someone squeezing a baby.
A baby arm.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is the greatest conversation.
Hey, I would say, hey,
I'm
guys
so
fake it
about
too.
it.
Guys fake it too, though.
Wait, okay, so how do guys fake it?
No.
We pretend we come, and we just gotta make sure we got a condom on. Because sometimes the girl is just like either like maybe you're going through it, and it's like I'm feeling it, but then you're looking like maybe I'm not that.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm still hard, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just
Dude, that's
and I
because
come,
condoms suck.
and then like I run the bathroom, take my condom off, and flush it.
That's because condoms suck.
Wow.
Fake.
Because that way you can't tell if I came or not. Because I had a girl who did that, and she calmed out, and it was just like it was a wrap.
Wait, she found out? She found out you faked
because
it?
I said I came, and then like there's nothing in the condom.
Did she
Like,
go in the trash?
No. Like it was, I forgot to run to take the condom off. I forgot somewhere she.
What? No, sometimes you have to fake it. because some girls
I
are
had to. I was
self-conscious
just
and
like,
shit. When you don't
I
come,
was just like, because hey, listen, I go for a minute, and like sometimes I start to feel bad just because like, damn, bro, like she done came, and I'm over here still going, and I'm like, did you come yet? Did you come yet? All right, I came. I'm good. Yeah, you good? Oh yeah, I'm good.
I got a question.
Jesus.
Have y'all ever wanted a guy? Have y'all ever wanted a guy to come first?
Ooh.
If I hated him.
Oh,
Wait, why? Why? Time out.
sounds like get rid
To
of
get it. Yeah, to get him off. Just go away.
I've had a couple of girls that like they wanted.
I would
that.
only do that if I know the guy could last. Or if
like they wanted it like.
If not, I
I don't know if
wouldn't.
it's like for their own ego or what, but they're like it's almost like they're looking at it as a competition.
I've heard of that.
And
I have heard of
because
that.
they feel like their pussy
Accomplishment.
isn't that good. Like they feel like their pussy's not that good if he can't control it himself. Like if he can't resist, if he can't hold it, then they feel good about it. Like the mental high is more satisfying.
I noticed that.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard
Because like
about
they
that.
be getting super self-conscious too. Because like I go like tell me like we talking about like
Sometimes you be there for
marathon
2
runners.
rounds. Sometimes
If you
you
a
be there for 2
marathon
rounds.
runner and she not used to that, bruh, and like she's like, oh shit, am I not doing something right? Or like what's
Yeah,
going
something's wrong
on?
with
So
my
then at that
pussy 'cause
point,
you can't
and then
come.
I start to feel it because then the vibe's different, and it's just like, all right, fuck
Yeah.
it, yeah, I can, but whatever. You good? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great.
Don't you have
So-
that type of conversation though? Like, don't you be like,
Well,
I be going for a minute, like.
listen,
I
but
think
that's
they
just
gotta-
used
I
to your
think they gotta
body
like
though.
you for that, though.
They gotta like you to have that conversation. But if it's just
Yeah, I
some
think
chick
they
I'm
gotta
meeting
you
and
to
whatnot,
care, yeah, because I think when they like you, then they start getting self-conscious because they're like, I think they're comparing it to other guys and they're
Just
thinking
like,
other
dang,
guys
why you
just
still
came a
saying
long
that?
time ago. Huh?
No, but I actually agree with the guys because I've heard a lot of girls, like it's a common thing that girls are like, am I not good enough? Did I not do a good job? What's wrong with me that you couldn't? Like,
and believe me, once the vibe changed, to me, I'd much rather just get it over with because then I'm conscious. I'm not feeling it no more. It just doesn't work.
For me, it's the opposite. The more I like the girl is, the longer I'm gonna hold it.
Right? You would
Really?
think so, right? Yeah.
no, guys, if you guys like are emotionally attached to the female, it's like less that you hold it. You want to perform better.
What?
Yeah, you want to perform better.
That's what I just said. That's what I mean.
You
That's what
want
it
to,
means.
but you don't.
No,
So
what
you're
I'm
saying
is, like,
guys in
I'll hold it
relationships don't put in
longer.
as much work?
No. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, okay.
That's a twist of my words. That is not what I'm saying at all.
No,
Okay.
well,
I'm
for
saying
me,
that
I'm gonna go when she tells me to go. For me, but I think a lot of women they're not used to that.
Yeah, a
You
lot of
understand
women.
what I'm
Are,
yeah. I
For
think
me,
the
go
majority
time is when she tells me. That's when it's go time, because I don't want to go first, and then it's like, because I'm not gonna go again. That's one thing. I'm not gonna go.
I think it depends on the guy too.
When I'm done,
'Cause,
I'm done.
like-
I need a nap before I'm serious. I'm not with that 15, 20 minutes again. Nah, nigga, no. I got gray hairs. When I'm done,
Hey,
it's in the morning.
listen, it
Let's be
depends on
honest.
how attractive she is, but I can go for about 2-3 rounds.
Nigga, I'm going to sleep.
I got too much energy, bro. I can't.
I feel like
But that's my point.
Some
Though. You
days-
should be putting that ass to sleep anyway. You should have already put her to sleep.
it's not
You
gonna be
understand
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
Some days.
Listen,
it's-
you should be able to do it. You should be able to get it done the first time. You should be able to get it done the first.
Okay, but what do women want? Because I feel like the younger girls are like, yeah, 2-3 rounds. I'm like,
Younger
one.
girls, some young girls, some of the
younger
younger
anymore.
girls be capping. Some young girls be capping though, because here's the thing. I think that they're used to dudes either around their age, not really either doing it,
Caring.
not doing. But like when they
Not
deal with like
caring.
some, not really just,
know what you're doing.
or even lasting, right? But when that happens, bro, it's like then all of a sudden it's like completely different. They're not really used to that experience. So I don't think like the guys, like young girls, it's. But once they get with that guy who's like used to getting it, like who can go for a marathon. It's a wrap. Then it's mostly cap, and a lot of times they don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
I think there's a decrease though for age. I think maybe not in women. With women, I don't know. It's kind of tricky because, like, the literature supposes that
Yeah.
women their sexual appetite increases as they get older. But I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I think
it's true.
Kinda, I don't know.
It's
I think
true.
it kind of stays because I mean,
You never seen them old horny aunties like Samori?
It's true.
no.
And
That's
Lutero?
not what I'm saying. What I'm
They
saying
be
is I
horny
don't
and nasty.
feel like
Okay?
I don't
They're
feel like the older
pumas.
I don't feel like the older women are necessarily more. I think they're about the same. I think it's kind of the same. But for guys, I think it definitely goes down as you get older. That's why I'm just like I'm grateful that I must have set the bar so high in my youth that I'm okay now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not slacking now. But in comparison to 20 years ago, bro, forget about it. When I was a young boy, when I was 18, 19, 20, bro, hours would go by. The sun would fucking already went down. You lost track of time. And I could never do that now. You get what I'm saying? When I'm looking back, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking when I was 19, 20 years old? Bro, you fucking till it's painful, till it hurts. The next day you're sore. I could never nowadays, bro. Dude, I'm like 15%. Literally.
I think for guys though,
15% of what I was when I was a kid.
I think it's the opposite for guys. I think for guys, the older we get, then maybe we don't want to get it off. It's like we get it off, we're going to bed. Maybe it is.
Yeah,
Maybe the
that's
girl
what
that
I'm
we're
saying,
dealing
bro.
with made her nuts not the same. But for me, just being a little younger,
I don't even have the mind frame for that. When I was a kid, bro,
Well, that's why I said it's
all day.
You don't do
age
you don't.
thing.
Whoa, Yende. You're saying that when you were younger, you didn't go marathons?
No, that's what I'm saying. When I was young,
He's saying he did.
There was like no stop. There was no end.
Oh, I was gonna say, bro. Like, wait, what? You were a different kind of dude then.
You couldn't even come anymore, and you still be going.
Yeah, and your fucking tip be like, bro, that should be like
I
throbbing and shit, and you're like, but I want to. You look so good.
It'd be 3 minimum, right? And then after the third one, you still be going, but there's no point because you can't come again. It's like practice. It's a scrimmage.
Wow.
But past 30, forget about it. Forget about it.
Y'all need to go get you some Kama Sutra books, baby. Go get you some Kama Sutra books.
All I'm saying is if you guys are in your 20s,
That's still not right.
enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's facts.
If you're in your 20s, enjoy it because that's sport fucking years. If you're one of those guys that gotta wait till you 30 plus to start getting some action,
It's
I'm
a
sorry,
wrap, dog.
bro.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
the sooner you figure out women, the better for you guys out there, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
Don't like some of these manosphere guys are telling you just, delay gratification till you're 30. Focus on your shit. Listen, if you're not figuring out how to deal with women alongside that, you're gonna lose, bro. It is what it is. And when you get to that age where you're 30 or something like that, and maybe you don't really feel like, going for long, you got your nut off and it is what it is. She didn't get her orgasm in, and these guys are teaching you that female orgasm
And she's
doesn't fucking
faking.
matter, right? So then what
And she's
happens?
faking.
Maybe Bob down the street, it look like he can throw some down. Maybe I might just hit him up a little bit. Y'all don't know. You want to talk about cheating? A lot of times it's because the dudes ain't
Can I say something?
he ain't putting it down right. Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Hey,
So-
Dangerous, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're keeping it real over here. Go ahead.
Y'all always talking about the rich men and this and that, but the rich wives always have the poor boy. I'm just saying.
No, it's true.
That's
And
true.
listen, and Viagra can't help you. I'm telling you right now, Viagra increases blood flow to your junk. That's it. It don't give you stamina. It don't give you strength. It don't give
They
you
don't teach you how to eat
power.
pussy.
It don't right. It don't give you maneuver. It don't give you flexibility. It don't give you nothing. All it does is just give you an erection.
What
see
you gonna do
I'm
with
saying?
it?
That's all it does.
I'm done. I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
go.
all it
If you
does.
don't,
It's not-
if you don't know
it's
how
not
to
gonna
use
make you a
it,
champion. It is not gonna
Yeah.
make you a champion.
It's
It's
telling
just
me
gonna
to
give
go
you
to
an
bed,
erection,
y'all.
bro.
I gotta go.
And I'm telling you right now, 22-year-old me would laugh at 32-year-old me in the bedroom. He would be cracking jokes. He'd be
Wow.
like, "Yo, you done, Grandpa?
Bye.
You
oh
done?"
shit, she left.
She had to go.
I dropped off by accident. She said she's asleep, or she had to drop off.
I think she said she had to go.
She said that's my fucking cue.
Oh, I was gonna ask her what is the shortest amount of time it took her to orgasm, but with a guy though. Yeah.
Oh,
Shortest amount of time.
That's a tough question. Ooh, shit,
I
Minka.
think a woman should remember that.
When was it? What? How long what was the shortest time that the guys have ever lasted?
Unless she's thinking about it now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I am. Because I don't remember there being a short time.
Oh.
Wait, maybe I missed it. Wait, what? You
So
never.
like, there's never been a dude that would came through and it's 10 minutes later. I'm like, oh my god.
10 minutes?
Wow.
I don't know. The shortest time I ever saw was 2
I think,
minutes, and I couldn't believe it.
2 minutes?
It was 2 minutes. I couldn't believe it. She cried afterwards. That's the only reason why I believed her. She cried.
Why?
And the crazy thing is, hold on. This is the craziest part. She did porn for Bang Bros.
Okay. That's a total different story. Those chicks are made differently.
That blew my mind. I'm like, how the fuck could you do porn?
So just like men have different levels of testosterone, especially in the sex industry, those porn stars that you see that are fucking into it. Like they're just they know all the moves and they're really into it.
What I'm saying.
No, I am.
She said that never happened to her before. That's why I don't understand.
But
why would I be the person if you do porn?
Right.
That's why I didn't understand.
Just listen. So on a regular, they may take 10 minutes. So you were special for making it 2 minutes. Whereas most women are like me, where it's at least 20 minutes.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But
yeah.
The women in the porn industry, that's why the ones that you see succeed so high is because they have more of that. I forgot what it is, but it's the thing that makes them the horniest. So you could touch them when they're, I think so. But it's when you can touch them and you're kissing on their neck or doing something and they're already moaning and getting wet. Stupid wet. You know what I mean? Whereas with an average woman, she'd get wet, but she wouldn't be all into it. It would take her a second.
I think it was a mental thing. I think it was a mental thing for real.
It was you.
No, it was a mental thing because we had an interesting conversation before. Because the thing was I didn't know that she did porn. She didn't tell me that until we were already on a date.
But I thought you don't like girls like that.
That's my point. I wouldn't have. If she had told me prior, I wouldn't have went out with her. So I didn't know. Huh. And then when I went to pick her up, it was interesting because when I got to the apartment complex, it was super fucking nice and shit. So I just automatically assumed she like lived with her parents. She was only 22. I met her on her like I literally met her on her birthday. She came to the club to celebrate her birthday. That's how I met her. Somebody came to me. This dude was like, "Yo, you know, this girl is here. She really, really likes you, but she just asked me to come and tell you, like, come and talk to you and see
It's
what's up."
simple math. You already said everything you need to. It's literally, she's already highly aroused, already likes you, 22, which is young. And like and the mental stimulation, meaning like you gave her something more than just sex. Like you already created intimacy. That's all a bitch needs. That's it.
Yeah, because
that's literally that
conversation. Like I
you connected.
Up, right? And I'm thinking to myself, damn, how does she afford to live here? And I was like, oh, nah, she lives with her folks. She's only 22. I'm like, she lives with her parents, right? So I picked her up, right? So obviously I didn't see what she was driving or anything because I picked her up. And I took her to the spot because my boy had hit me up earlier and was like, yo, I'm going to this spot if you want to come through. And I'm like, nigga, why? Like, I'm good. And he's like, nah, because I'm going solo because I'm smashing the bartender and I got to wait for her to go. I don't feel like hanging out there by myself. So he's basically like, if you just come kick it with me so I won't be by myself, he's like, bring a chick or something with you. So I was like, damn, who could I bring? Dude, I wasn't even going to call this chick. I wasn't even thinking about it. And some time had went by because you know what happened? She got a boob job. So some time had went by because she had to do the whole recovering thing. So I said, all right, let me hit this chick up. So she said, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. So in my mind, I'm like, fuck this bitch. Fuck you mean you'll let me know? I don't play maybes and shit like that. But for whatever reason, I couldn't find somebody else. It was like a Thursday night or what? No, it was like a Wednesday night. So she hits me up like right before and she's like, yeah, I'll go. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just ride out. So when I go and finally pick her up, she looks better than I remember because she done got the boob job. So I was like, oh shit, what's okay. The dress was perfect. Everything was slamming. So I was like, damn. I was like, okay, I'm glad I did this. So we got to the spot. The bartender was hooking us up. So the drinks was flowing. He was dancing. He was having a good fucking time. Like, you know, you got that chemistry and everything, the energy, everything is right. And I'm dancing close with her. And then she leans over and whispers in my ear, I need to tell you something. So I'm like, fuck, please don't be a dude. Please don't be a dude. Please don't be a dude. So I'm like, what the fuck? No, like, what could you have to tell me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
So now I'm freaking out. I'm like, what is this chick about to tell me? So I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, what's up? Like, let me know, ma. She's like, well, I don't know because usually once I tell dudes this, they're out of here. So I'm like, please don't be a dude. Please don't be a dude. Please don't be a dude. And she's like, I do porn. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking any other time, but then I'm looking at her. The face is perfect, the dress, everything.
But like, does that matter to you, Yende?
Huh?
If a girl's in the sex industry, does that matter? I don't think it matters to me if I'm dating her.
Here's the thing. I feel the same way about chicks in the sex industry as I feel about married women. I feel like there's so many other women out here. Like, you get what I'm saying? I feel like there's so many women though. So
yeah, but the way she said it was so like sweet and like they always leave when I say this.
Bro, I'm like, why something even mildly uncomfortable, right? When I could just do something completely different. So at that point, I'm like, I don't really know how I'm gonna deal with it, but you know what? I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear it. Let's just finish enjoying the night. So afterwards, my boy, he going his way with Shorty, right? Now listen, I already know. I'm like, damn, I gotta take this chick home. So I'm like, all right, listen, you know, I'm gonna take you home. And then she just like looked at me like with these puppy dog eyes. I'm like, what's up? She's like, I want to go with you. And I'm like, all right, I tell you what, fuck it, because I lived closer than where she lives. I was like, fuck it, you can stay with me, and I'll just take you back in the morning. So she's like, all right, dude, I got a guest room and everything, right? It's a 4-bedroom house. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just put her in another room if anything, whatever, right? So we get home, and then she hits me with that, listen, I'm not gonna sleep alone, so we're gonna stay in the same room. So I'm like, yeah, you're gonna end up sleeping with this chick tonight. There's no getting around it. There's no stuff, right? Bro, I lit a candle. I swear to you, no exaggeration. If I'm exaggerating, then it was more than 2 minutes. So it was 2 minutes or less. So when she told me, I was like, why would you fake it in 2 minutes? And then she's like, no, this has never happened before. And then she started panicking. And then I'm like, oh, this is weird. This is awkward. Then she started crying. So I was like, oh, shit. What the fuck just happened?
Tears of joy.
Bro, I dated her for almost a year.
What?
Tears of joy. I'm telling you, bro. You think she's gonna leave
You
that?
literally went from earlier saying that you don't fuck with chicks like that, and then to like I dated her for almost a year.
Bro, what are you gonna do? No, don't listen. Don't act like
You're
that because
so
you know.
confusing.
Hold on, because you know there are things that guys didn't tell you up front, and then by the time they told you, you were like, ugh.
No.
Like, if I had known this going in, you wouldn't even have got a shot. You wouldn't even got
no. There's always
know this going in.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. So like, it didn't even really fucking matter that she did porn or anything like that, bro. Like real talk, it doesn't matter how many dicks.
Stop doing that, bro. She had to stop doing that.
Yeah, but when she got with you, yeah, I'm assuming you put the law down.
She gave me the whole story. I'm from Cuba, and my father abandoned me when I was a baby, and when I came to this country, I had nothing, and I had no papers, and I could barely speak English. I was like, all right, you ain't gotta explain it to me. You don't gotta justify it to me. I get it, but just know that this shit gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So
right, but that's because you value yourself.
Yeah, she wanted to be a bartender. I thought, okay, this works because I have my bartending license, which I've never ever in my life used. I've never bartended a day in my life, but I got an 89 on the test. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make all the damn drinks. So I was like, all right, if anything, I'll just tutor her through this shit. And sure enough, that's what happened. She passed with flying colors, and that was that. But I guess the moral of the story is supposed to give people a shot. You're supposed to give people a chance.
Yeah.
But no, the moral of the story is you're confused on how she came in 2 minutes, and I literally laid it down. I clearly laid it down for you right from the beginning. Emotional, mental, physical. It is 100% is possible. Just not for most women, but it is possible.
I think 100%. I think what it is, you have to hit all of those. That's what I think it is. I think
all the what?
Those, like if you hit all those key points that you just mentioned,
you're forgetting the most important. Even if you hit all of those, the most important is the female body. So her body is I wish I had that body, because what you're describing is that she's sexually stimulated just by like very minimal things. I know a girl that
never happened again. But it never happened again.
But you also get desensitized. If you jack off every day for like every day, twice a day or 3 times a day, it's going to be harder for you to fuck a pussy and actually come from it. It's the same thing it's the same thing.
Because you can only keep it new for so long. You feel me?
Right.
Like
my first time, it took me forever to come, bro.
It still takes me forever to come.
My first time took me forever to go. This girl gave me
I have a bigger dick.
She was like, up, down, do this, do that. I was like, oh, fuck, hold up. It's just like the SATs. I'm like, wait, do what now? Yeah, that shit was... My first time was educational, bro. It was education. This chick was older than me. She had mad specific demands. And
she like tutored you.
No, that's exactly what happened. She's like, do this like this, then do this, then
you lucked out then.
It's like, yes, ma'am.
You lucked out. That's a good. I feel like every male at a young age, yeah.
Bro, I think guys at younger age, and we did a stream on this a while ago, but I think they should date older women.
100%, yeah. Because your example, yep. Because your example, you're literally the example.
And when you're young, what past?
Right.
If you're
if you're past 30 and whatnot, like if you're a dude, you should probably look for something younger. But I really think so. Like if you're a younger guy, so we talk about like younger guys having problems, dating younger girls and whatnot as being a huge thing for them, right? So I'm saying, like, listen, there's a bunch of women out there who are older with the high sex drives, right? And they're looking for dudes who can young studs who can exactly, and they're willing to teach you a couple things. So I'm letting you know. There you go.
They older your credit. They'll tell you something about real estate.
There you go.
No, you don't.
There you go. Investment they learned from their husbands.
I was just about to say that every older chick I fuck with, she taught me a bunch of shit that her ex-husband taught her.
You know what I'm saying? The knowledge,
so it's like dude, it's so beautiful.
But there's a stigma. There's a stigma with it though, because a lot of young dudes, especially these dudes dating some of the girls in a manosphere, right? Oh well, you can't date an old lady. Like, why would you do that? It's like, no, bro.
If she's fine as fuck, you can.
If she's fine,
who says
how familiar are you with the manosphere?
The manosphere?
Yeah, you're not very familiar. Listen, man.
It's like, is that a porn site?
it's basically like a doctrine, like a group, like with guys and whatnot. Now I'm not saying the manospheres in general because there's little different pills underneath it, but they all have these beliefs about female nature and like how women are supposed to behave and what kind of women you gotta avoid.
Oh, okay, got it.
That kind of stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know the name for it.
Yeah, they call it the manosphere.
Okay.
A bunch of guys.
I'll tell you, old women.
Carry on. What were you saying? That there's a stigma? What?
Or dating older women.
Yeah, because
what's the stigma?
You shouldn't do it. I don't mind it.
I just think it depends on the age, bro. If you're under 30,
Ooh,
you most definitely should be dating older women.
Yeah, 100%, because you should learn it. But that's a dope ass question.
Chad Worthington, I actually like that question. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat because I got my thoughts. I got my thoughts on that real too. Listen, if they legalize prostitution, it's over for most situations. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm gonna try to get Erica in.
Wait, what do you
Erica, mean? Get Erica in there.
Yeah, try to get Erica in. Let me text her.
Yeah,
let her know. It's pinned to the top.
I gotta go too. What do you mean it's over?
What's over?
It's like you're talking about like
the question.
Oh, when we talk about prostitution, like for relationships, yeah, it's over. Like women would have to actually like work a lot harder.
Oh hell
yeah!
Like
some of the relationships.
Let her answer that.
Bro, prostitution is a thing already. It's just not legal. It's already a really big thing.
But then when it becomes legal, the taboo gets removed from it because it's legal now. It's open, right? What are your thoughts?
If they legalize
okay,
I'll go first, and I'll give you my consequences.
Okay,
I think that, and then you can rebuttal it.
And then I'm gonna go. Ladies, what do you think? Okay, so I do think that they should legalize prostitution. I think that the consequences, what consequences do you think that? Honestly, I don't fucking think it'll fuck anything up. I think people cheat as it is. They fuck shit up as it is. They don't have anything to do with prostitution. If you look at the countries with prostitution, it's the same shit, different toilet. I really don't think that it has to do with people are going to cheat if they want to cheat or fuck shit up if they want to fuck shit up. At the end of the day, the only thing that I think changes is the safety of women that are actually doing prostitution and the transparency for men to actually go and have a prostitute. I think that's the only difference. And I think it should be legalized because it's like, it already happens.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
I think not. I think like the sexless marriages that we're seeing in these different relationships that's going on, all that stuff will stop.
You think?
I think it would all stop because here's the thing.
What would stop? I didn't hear it.
Sexless marriages, right? When people are in relationships, and because when we're relationships, that the box is literally a lot of like the bargaining to that like most women have when those relationships when they get into that in the first place, right? I'm not saying that's all they have. I'm
don't
not saying
even get me.
Hold on. Let me before you get to your rebuttal, right? I'll just say because I know most girls can do other things, bring stuff to the table. Majority of women is the box, right? And that's the leverage. So a man doesn't do what he's supposed to do. He gets put in the doghouse. Time out. No box for you, right? Here's the thing.
That's only one version.
That's one version. I'm speaking in that version. In that set version, dude is like, all right, well, I'm gonna just go down to the 7-Eleven for thoughts over here, and I'm gonna go pay my little change, and I'm gonna get me what I get that day, and then it is what it is. So that whole kind of power dynamic, that's what I'm saying. It kind of flips it on its head. Like y'all don't actually want prostitution to be legal. There's a reason why it's illegal. It's not because of like jail time and all the stuff that no. It's literally it takes away from the monogamous situation that the government and everyone benefits from right now.
Prostitution is already here. It's just under the label of sugar babies. It's already been here. It's not going anywhere. It's thousands of years old. So making it legal does not change a single thing. And furthermore, if you really want to get down to the basics, a bitch loses attraction in a marriage and so does a male. It's both of their job to make it work and figure it the fuck out. Men need to feel like a man. If I'm with a dude, I can't be telling him, you don't do this, you don't do that, making him like a bitch all of the fucking time and then expecting him to want to fuck me. There's no way that happens. There's no
100% true.
There's no way. And it's the same thing for females. I like if a dude is in a relationship with a female and she's cooking for him, she's cleaning for him, she's doing everything for him, and he don't defend her and he's not taking care of her, he's not being a man, He's not protecting. Women are supposed to nurture, men are supposed to protect. Hunter and gatherers, right? We got a little like, there's like a gray area and they're figuring it out. But like, that's what it is. And when one party doesn't do that and they don't help bring that actual foundation in, that's where shit gets fucked up. It has nothing to do with prostitution.
But in these relationships, though, it's mostly women that do that.
That do what?
Like in terms of like
you're
the
coming
whole.
from a male perspective.
I know it's a male perspective.
I'm telling you, as a female that has both equal men and women as friends, I'm telling you, bitches are fucking cunts sometimes, and they don't know when to shut the fuck up. And men are fucking assholes too.
And you don't think that prostitution stops all that?
You what?
You don't think prostitution stops all that, like legalizing it? Like, why would a woman be bitchy to me if she knows that I can go do something else?
Because men can already do it. You're acting.
No, but you're
in your mind,
because the examples you listed off, and I kind of let you go for a second. But the example you listed off, secret range, all these different apps and whatnot, right? But it's under the assumption that most guys they obviously do have access to it, but they're getting a similar amount of success. Most guys aren't. Most guys will post stuff and they can't do it. But it's easier to go down to the store or whatever, however they're gonna set it all up to say, all right. Here's an exchange. Here's the money. It's a lot more.
But I just literally posted.
But they're blowing more money than that on dates, though.
Right.
Exactly, and that stops.
6, 7 dates.
So the dating stops.
That's actually a shift that happened I have a lot of clients that do that. But the shift actually happened in 2016 when Seeking Arrangements came out with that. Before that, prior to that, it was just prostitution, and sugar babying was like a very like, you had to get in to know that. Once the website came out and made it more accessible, it did change it. But there's, for every 100 girls that are Instagram famous, go out of the parties and do all of that and get their dates and all the expensive stuff, there's still 1,000 other chicks that are just $50, $100. Like, so that's why I'm trying to say, like, it's still relevant. It's still here. Making it legalized doesn't have anything to do with relationships. That's what I'm saying.
It removes the stigma. It's your belief. Hold on. Let me just say this one point. The reason why is because, listen, a lot of guys, they hate the fact that the stigma around paying for box, like, literally the beef started over this shit goddamn question. I'm telling you right now, guys don't.
It was a good question though.
I know.
Fuck all that. I'm about to tell you exactly how it's gonna play out. I extensively looked into this shit, put together a whole video about it. Go on my channel and check it out. I explain exactly what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna create a rebuttal.
And why and you motherfuckers.
Oh Lord.
See it. You motherfuckers are gonna see it in a couple of years, because the reason why I made the video is because Congress is already discussing it. If they're discussing it, they're gonna pass the law. Now,
taxes.
Hold on. Let's first point out something that nobody can deny. Once OnlyFans became a thing, a ridiculous amount of girls they fled to it, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that a form, because OnlyFans is a legalized form of prostitution. I don't care what you say, it's a form of
porn,
prostitution.
but yeah, right. It's porn.
It's getting there. It's in betweeny, right? It's in between porn and
I love how you said that. You said in betweeny.
No,
I love it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how this is gonna play out. And as much as I am not in support of prostitution as an act, as a thing, as an institution or a practice, I understand that it would be probably hands down the best thing for us as far as the dating market is concerned, relationships, and restoring the family. Now, let me explain why. Because people are like, how the fuck could prostitution help the family and help relationships, so on and so forth?
Okay? I have a feeling I know where you're going with this.
So the first thing you got to do is you got to go to history. Because a lot of people be talking like how they feel and what's going on right now. Dude, whatever. I'm a history buff. So let's go back to history first. That's the best way to see how something will affect the society, is go back to when that something was legal. You want to know how crack, weed, cocaine, anything would affect us? Just go back to when it was.
Damn, you getting fans up here too. Everybody, Minka fan right now.
I have to go.
Check this out. Now it's gonna be quick.
Okay.
Back when
2 minutes.
Was illegal
1 minute.
In America, right? When prostitution was illegal in America, it drew a very distinct line, and it created extremes. Mm-hmm. Either you was a prostitute, in which case you were an outcast from society, other women did not interact with you or respect you, and men did not marry you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other end of the spectrum was you were a virgin until marriage and you were a lady.
Yep.
Okay? So, with that being said, if a man approached a prostitute and said as much as hello, there was only one place where that was going. Upstairs to the brothel and bang, bang, bang. If a woman said hello to a lady, if a man said hello to a lady, there's only one place that was going. He was courting her, right? Okay, right now the dating market is all fucked up. It's all over the place. You know why? Because we have too much variations of shit. When you meet a girl, you don't know what her agenda is. Is this a foodie date? You just trying to get me to pay for a date? Is she trying to hook up? Is she looking for a relationship, a boyfriend? Is she trying to get married and get bailed out of fucking student loan debt? You have no idea what's going on. Same thing with a guy. If you legalize prostitution, what's going to happen is you're going to see a migration the same way you did with OnlyFans. You're going to have a bunch of girls that are going to say, fuck the bullshit. I'm finna go get that money. I'm going to fill out the applications. I'm going to register with the state. I'm going to pay my taxes. I'm going to get tested routinely. They're going to do all the legal ramifications or whatever that comes with it. They're going to become a professional sex worker. Now, this is how it's going to improve the dating market now. Guys are not going to be going on no fucking dates. They're not going to be taking girls out. They're not going to be chasing girls. They're not going to be doing none of that shit. They're going to take, they're going to take their, what starts at $500. It's going to quickly go to $300. Then it's going to go to, the price is going to be ridiculously low because what's happening is it's going to become a whole industry, which means it's going to be competitive. So now instead of girls fucking 2 guys a day for $500 each, they're going to be fucking 10 guys a day for $150 each, $200 each. They're going to have to pay taxes on it, all kind of fees and shit, right? Okay, no, hold on. So this is what's going to happen to the rest of women.
One more minute. I got to go.
The rest of women are not going to be able to play the casual sex game. They're not going to be able to play no other game other than we're courting. We're talking and we're dating because we're going towards a relationship. And she's going to be...
That's what I meant, Minka.
She's going to be content that that's where the guy's head is at because she's going to know 100%. If he was only interested in sex, he would not have paid 4 pussy sessions worth of money on me to go on dates. He would have just simply took his money to any of these local spots, or he would have traveled to the finer. He would have did all of that. He would not be taking me to this restaurant, that restaurant, taking me on a trip, taking me here. So it's going to be very clear what people's intentions are. And now women are going to have to be very, very clear and upfront about what they're bringing to the quote unquote table.
Right. Because it goes both ways. That's why I'm saying it's a good thing. I never said it was a bad thing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. That's why I've been saying
you
this.
Saying nothing would change. A lot would change.
No, nothing would change in the sense of men cheating on women. That was the specific portion that I was saying that would not change. That has no effect on it. What it does have an effect on is the traditional. I think we've steered away from traditional so far we've steered so fucking far away from it that what we don't realize is that the rest of society wants traditional. I don't hear guys saying like, oh yeah, I want this Instagram bitch. I want this. I hear all these men talking about, I want a quality woman. I want actual real. I want someone to have my back. The thing is that the women are, I feel like a lot of women are still on the fence of like,
right. They're trying to flow both.
No. Relax. Excuse me. Relax. That's not that think about it this way. Hurt people. That's the bottom. At the end of the day, a fuckboy is going to be a fuckboy because he has mommy issues. A bitch is going to be like that. She didn't have a dad. If you think about it that way, instead of the other way, then you understand that these women just don't love themselves, that they got to heal and they got to work on it. Right. But if that's the case, then like everybody wants traditional roles. At what point are each side, because it's not one or the other. At what point are each side gonna?
There's gonna be no more. Let me see what I can get out of guys. There's gonna be no more.
That's what I was trying to.
100%.
Okay,
I agree with that. Wait, let me say one more thing because I gotta go. One more thing because I gotta go.
Thanks for agreeing with me. I appreciate it. That's what I'm trying to say.
So I was talking to a girlfriend. Oh, fuck, I'm so late. Okay, so I was talking to a girlfriend and she was trying to tell me like how I should be when it comes to dating, right? And she was like, and I'm learning because I had a lot of masculine energy and I had to transform and be a lot more feminine, right? And so before I like was cool with the bare minimum and less effort, and I didn't see that like, oh, that's not good. I had to value myself. But I wasn't comfortable saying, oh yeah, you got to take me to like Catch, or like, I'm not going to say yes unless we go to like Tao or some shit like that. Right. And I heard this quote that made it fucking perfect. And I texted it to her and I told her, I was like, this aligns more with me. And I think I really fucking like it, where women don't realize that by putting a label or a price on that date, the man's not the one that's actually putting a price or a value on the female. He's not pressuring her into having sex. She's already created that entire scenario by creating the idea of how much the date should be. And instead with the right. Hold on. And the idea was, hold on. Hey, hold on.
You're going to have to repeat that.
I'm not done. I will, but let me finish. So instead of there's an idea that men have created this illusion that if they go on a date with a female, they should be able to fuck her. That's the bottom line. But the reality is that females have put an illusion, and they have done that themselves by putting a price on the date of what it should look like, how it should be, and what level of expensive it should be in order to even go on the date. And then they don't fuck them, and then they're like, why did you try? But what the best part of it was, instead, and this, I thought this was so fucking like perfectly feminine. Instead of going on a date with a dude, and this is what I'm trying now, because it aligns more. I like it. It's less pressure. And instead of going on a date with a dude to a fancy restaurant, you say no to the restaurant. You say no to the fancy. You go on a coffee date. You go on a walk on the beach, or you see what kind of effort that he puts into the date. That way, you're no longer, that way the whole idea of even going on an actual date to dinner is the prize.
Hold up, guys. I'll get to the super chats in a second. But that's what guys have been saying, like coffee dates. But girls right now, the overwhelming consensus, they hate that shit. But it's not creative, but it's a low level.
Right.
Go ahead, Mika.
It is a low level. I'm not saying coffee date. I said coffee date and walking on the fucking strand on the beach. It's not about the coffee date. Yeah. The problem is you have so many fucked up bitches because all these toxic masculines were like, yeah, coffee, let's go for coffee, Netflix and chill. That's been going on for years. What we want to see and what we haven't been able to eloquently describe is effort. If a dude were to like scatter a bunch of pictures on the floor and he's like, we're gonna color like we're 5 years old and fucking like eat pasta off of the floor off paper plates, I'd be like, this is different, okay?
But younger girls aren't like that, man. They're not.
Well, they shouldn't be. They're younger, bro.
I'm gonna give y'all some creative ideas.
Bro, you guys are making me so late. I gotta go.
Go. Hey, listen. I'm gonna let you know before you leave. The chat loves you, by the way. They do.
I didn't have it open. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I gotta go through these super chats, man. But like that's good. Like they really like you both. So when you get more time, man, come on through.
I love to. This was a lot of fun.
They're fucking with you, man. Like they are fucking with you. But hey, take it easy. Hey, thank you so much, Mika.
You guys are dope. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, man. We really appreciate it, and be open and honest about it, because, like, people tend to cap about this, but we like to keep it real, and I appreciate your insights too as well. So definitely,
you guys too, absolutely. Have a good night, guys.